Welcome to another episode of GameCube Memories. And today I'm gonna talk about my fighting games that I have in my GameCube collection. While I do not have that many, they're both they're all of the games I'm gonna show today are pretty important. I have some pretty great memories of them playing them. And before I start, I just want to mention that I suck terribly at fighting games, and that was even more true back in the GameCube days. So keep that in mind while I talk about these. And the first game I want to mention is, of course, a classic. Everybody with a GameCube collection has it, and it's Super Smash Bros. Melee. This is actually the reason why I wanted a GameCube. I actually saw this game for the first time in an Electronic Gaming Monthly magazine, and I just thought it looked incredible. And I actually have over 180 hours logged into this game just on my memory card. And keep that in mind because I played this game on so many other friends' GameCubes and so many other times not on my memory card. So I've probably played that game over 300 or 400 hours easily. And I'd say of those 180 hours, at least 100 of those were spent playing single player. That's something surprising because everybody thinks of Super Smash Bros. As a multiplayer franchise, and that's true. It's a lot more fun with friends. But there's actually so much content in the single player game that it took like hours and hours and hours to just unlock everything. And just when I had free time, I'd like to mess around with every single character and just play the adventure mode and try different tricks and hopefully get better. And I was mainly a Link guy for the first 2 years playing this game. I was only using Link when I was playing against other people. And that was pretty much it. And then I started playing against people who are actually very, very good at this game. And I just get my ass handed to me time and time again. But had lots of fun with playing 4 player. And actually once, from time to time, using a very coward strategy of avoiding everybody else and letting them fight in their own corner, then picking up the rest with as much lives as possible. It was pretty coward, I admit it, but that was the only way I could win. And then I started playing as Luigi. While I was still not very, very good with him, it was my favorite character to use just because he has such amazing recovery. Plus he had that super duper move that could pretty much one-shot anybody if you timed it right, so that's pretty much it for Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's an amazing game, my favorite GameCube game of all time, probably. It tops in the top 5, it ranks in the top 5 ones in the, without a doubt, and I just can't wait to play the new one on the Wii U. I haven't actually touched the Brawl on the Wii. I probably played maybe not even 5 hours of that one. I just couldn't get into it for some reason. And the one on the Wii U looks awesome. I love the fact that it has Pac-Man in it. That's probably going to be the character I'm going to end up sticking out with. And it has like a crazy amount of characters. Like Melee had lots and lots and lots of characters. Brawl I think had a few more. But it seems like the one for the Wii U will have just like 40 or 50 characters. It's insane. So I just can't wait to play that one. I know it will have lots and lots and lots of replayability. And it's coming on a 3DS. So what's not to like about that one? And the next one I want to talk about is a game that actually is exclusive. It's not like it's actually like not a full like original title. It's probably based on the prequel, but with some added features. But whatever, it was exclusive for the GameCube, and it's one of the first exclusive game I bought for the system. And I remember it well because it was actually during the NHL playoffs. Montreal had just beat Boston in 6 games, and I was so really excited that I decided to treat myself with Bloody Roar Primal Fury. And this is pretty much a straight up 2D fighter. It's not really known as a classic by any means, but it's addicting. I put at least 20 hours into that one. And again, that's pretty much all single player because I didn't play much fighting games with people because not many people actually had Bloody Roar Primal Fury. I did play a few with one particular friend who was a big fan of fighting games, but I really, really sucked at this game. The only thing I was doing was I would beat the game with every single character, every single costume, and try to unlock everything, which I did. But I was actually playing on easy mode because I couldn't beat the game on any higher difficulty. Like I said, I really suck at fighting games, but still, good thing about fighting games is even if you're not that good at, you can still have a lot of fun with them. And Bloody War Primal Fury was just fantastic because every single character also had a beast form and a hyper beast form, which means you can transform which means you basically had another character with another set of moves mid-match. So that was pretty interesting actually, and it's really a fun game. If you haven't tried it out, I highly suggest that you do. And lastly, my last fighting game for the GameCube will not be that surprising. It's Soul Calibur 2. And this was actually my first time I played the series, and probably one of the first time I played a 3D fighter. I think I played a lot of Tekken on the PS1 and the PS2, but that was the first time I really put some time into a 3D fighter. And I had a lot of fun with it, but most importantly, the reason I bought it was like a mini Nintendo fanboys like myself. I bought it because it had Link in them, and that was as simple as that. Because you could play with Link. There was a system, not a system seller, but it was a selling factor just for me. The fact that you can play with Link, and it was tons of single player content again, and tons of unlockables. You can actually not only unlock characters, but you can also unlock different weapons for each of the characters, and because of that I had a lot of fun with Soul Calibur 2. I played a lot of that actually multiplayer against Marc-André, and I wasn't very successful, let me tell you, but still was a lot of fun. So those are my 3 fighting games for the GameCube. I hope you enjoyed this video and look forward to many more episodes of GameCube Memories. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.